This is going to be a quick, short video. I just want you to practice a dewdrop for the next painting, which will be a crocus in snow. And I just want check this out so that you know how to do a dewdrop, and I'll just be able to go fast on the dewdrop. And if you've never done it, it's a fun little thing to do, and it's not hard, but it is a process to do it. So here we go. I'm gonna draw my dewdrop. And I made a big dewdrop just for the fun of it. Okay. And it goes here. And, all right. And this is my dewdrop with a shadow. This will be your light side. There'll be highlights here, maybe. Different shapes of highlights right there. Now, you can use Misket if you want. I don't really care if I have it or not. You know, it's kind of how you feel about that. You can see that is a very deep shadow. And, you know, that's okay. You don't need to do that. So I'm going to make the shadow a little smaller. But I just want you to know, sometimes you have almost no shadow, but I wanted you to make sure you saw the shadow. So at the top, it's really dark, but little white spots. As I come down, it'll get lighter, 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 till there's a white area on the bottom. Basically, how I do it, everybody does it differently, and there's no must have this way or that way, is I'm going to go ahead, paint the flower at the same time. Or at least start the paint the flower at the same time. Say I have flowers that'll be yellow and a little red. Okay. You know, and it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. I just want to get some color. So I'm just going to start here. Do some color, have fun. Okay, now here I'm gonna do is, for me, again, you can use Misket to avoid it, but what I'm gonna do, let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go around those little light areas. So here I go, and I'm gonna go around. Now, to note, in order to make everything work, I need to make sure I have the bead. Now, I have a video on how to make the bead. The bead's really important. It allows you to kind of go around where you're kind of messing around trying to get everything set up. So I'm just going to go around. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just trying to... There you go. So that's not hard. Now I'm just going to continue onward. But as long as I had the bead, I had time to play a little bit. And I want a little bit of different colors so it's not the same. And I would go ahead and paint right over. And I'm just quickly, so this is my first wash for my flower. Okay, I'm going to end it right there. Then what I would do is I'd pull out, boy, it's really popping. I would pull out a white area. That's not hard. You guys can do that. And that would be that. Then I would get on with my life and I would paint my flower. To me, that's the easiest. You get a nice edge. I'm going to blow dry. Now I go ahead. I've got some color. I have a little white spot. Paint the rest of the flower. And then I come back through and do this at the end. This leaf has lines going this way. So maybe I'm going to get water. I go over the shadow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to get some little line work. And the way I'm gonna do that is squeeze, roll the brush. Okay, didn't get any dark. Hang on, a little bit darker. So this one has all this line work. And I would just kind of in and out and make different shapes. Okay. Oh, can you guys see here? There was no water. And so, let me soften that. All right. But I have, you know, little line works. So I'm done with my flower, my leaf, my whatever. Now I'm gonna continue onward the dewdrop. I'm done, and the light's coming this way. I'm gonna have a dark, dark color, and it's going to come on this side. Now, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a graded wash. And a graded wash, I have a video. If you don't know how to do it, I will show you. But it's basically where you get a good bead and then I soften it out. Now, I do want a little color, different colors out of this, just because, yeah, I like color. I'm going to clean, and then I'm going to just add water. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna use a little yellow just to make it pretty. So your goal is to keep that white, but everything to have a soft edge. So we're trying to go from dark to light. Now I actually need to get that much darker than that. So I'm gonna use some purple and some red, and I'm gonna pop in even darker. This is a whole process to be able to do this and do it. So practice it. It's not like something you just can magically do without a little bit of practice. I like that. That's pretty. Now I have this hard line, but I do like where I came from. This really works. And now I'm going to soften it. Tap, roll it, roll it, roll it. And if I lost some of my white, oh boy. All right, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to just open up the bead just a little bit more. I could do that. I have the right to do what I want. Oh, I just love that. And now at the end, I just want to get that, keep that light. So I'm going to come through here. I didn't mean to get so much quite there, but I'm just going to scoop it up. If I've decided I didn't like that, I could just go like that too. There. People tell me you can't do watercolor. Oh, I can do anything with watercolor. So that's very pretty. I wanted to have a couple of lines. I can do two options. I'm squeezing, so I make sure that there's no water. All right, so you could do that. Now I'm gonna head and get the darks. The edges, they're little, okay? So don't go way back at the edges. Now we're gonna just get a really dark, and I may really pop dark, even darker, because the darker makes it look really cool. Could make it darker if you want. It's up to you. This is your painting. You get to do what you want, which I love. It's the best thing ever. Now I already have the dewdrop, you can see it, but I'd like to rearrange it just a little bit. I want it to go more this way. So I'm just gonna come back through again. I would like the yellow to go down a little bit further. And then I'm just gonna soften the edges. That works. I like a little more color here. It didn't really get any beautiful color on it, so I'm just gonna come back through and tap in some more better color, pretty color. But I guess what I'm wanting to tell you is whatever's underneath, you gotta look there too. What do you think? I had fun. This is really fun to do. But it's all about using a gradiated wash. When you don't know what you're doing and you're playing with your brush, drop that brush, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. You have a wonderful week. Bye.